There's a compulsion to make work. Years of ideas and building things from the bottom up. There's just this intense need to create these things. My name is Lucy Williams. I'm an artist and I am preparing work for a show at Berggruen Gallery called Radiant City that opens November 6th. I describe my work as collage, but I'm not sure that that's actually that accurate. So it's somewhere between relief and assemblage. There are lots of different materials involved in my work. The materials are layered and built up, and so they hover somewhere between 2 and 3 dimensions. Radiant City was an idea of a city thought of by Corbusier, and it was never realized. So it's an imaginary city that he designed. Later, he used that principle to design the Unité d'Habitation buildings. There's one in Marseille and there's one in Berlin. I thought this was a really wonderful idea, that there was something imaginary and real happening simultaneously, and it felt like it was like a really important underpinning of my work. Yeah, there is something incredibly interesting about those kind of democratized spaces. They have that utopian ideal of making spaces that people can enjoy. They are quite visionary in their own way. They speak of a kind of joy. It's really important for me to have an original image, because that's where I can imagine that building or how it might be in that building. And then I do lots of reading and searching for other references that becomes like a kind of cross-pollination. Everything I make takes ages to make. And I found that I can really push the work with the handmade elements, all the hand-cut tiles, all the hand-painted elements, all kind of come together to sort of elevate the work. You cannot really understand it until you see it in person. So there's this amazing thing that happens, that people come to the studio and then they see the work as it actually is, or how it's actually made for the first time. It's like this moment of revelation. That is the kind of space I open up in the works, where things stop being about the building structure and becomes a kind of rhythmic play of texture and light and, color and all those different things.